You're making me crazy.
If you're into great pop hooks with a twist, stick around. We're talking to SmallSins. There hasn't been new material for SmallSins in approximately 3 years, right?
Something like that, yeah. For quite a while, we kind of got busy with other things, and I sort of made a record that I didn't really like very much, and kind of scrapped it. Well, I just wasn't really satisfied with it. I didn't really think that it was the best that I could do, and just ended up with something that I didn't think was good enough for me, you know what I mean? And so eventually we went back, and Steve and I started working on this together.
Break the rules and not get caught.
And that process of actually stopping and starting all over again and incorporating a different process, because now the band members got involved in the songwriting and music as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Steve would come over every couple days. We'd be demoing songs for a few months before we actually went into the studio, and when we went into the studio on this one, we brought all the actual musicians to play live. I actually played very little on this. It's pretty much just me singing, and the band actually being the band, you know, which is great. I think it kind of adds another layer to it.
And that creative process, did you really take the time to just focus on this project specifically?
We went whole hog on this stuff. I wrote the first song on the album, and that sort of just opened everything up. So as soon as that first song existed, we basically booked the studio time without having written the other 10 or whatever.
That could be risky.
And that was, I think, 3 months ahead, knowing that is the date we start and that is the date we end, and then also had the mix locked in, and just went for it. And then knowing that we had a certain amount of work to do, we just started writing songs every day, and then.
And Steve, you're okay with that?
Yeah, I mean that's I just think of it as work, and I just like to work, you know. The songwriting was hard because Tom was trying to basically just make the next move, and it was more like a fast sort of checkers thing than rather like a sort of intricate, like, hey, how do we want to do this kind of chess move? And we ended
so
up
less strategy and more practical side to it.
You know what? It's like we started with a strategy, and we thought, okay, we're going to do this, but really it was just overcoming our insecurity and just getting right from here to there, you know,
spilling it out,
made it good,
just letting it happen, you know, and that's what we got.
So you guys are kind of perfectionists or diggers for the perfect pop song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
to say the least.
I've always had a very strong appreciation of pop music, and I think that a lot of people don't respect it in the way that it needs to be respected, because when something just sounds so simple and easy, they just kind of assume that it's simple and easy. But it's really tough to find those perfect pop hooks. And
why do you think that is, that people stick to that notion of, oh, well, if it's too poppy or too easy, it's not good?
I think it's because people think that it has to do with money more than anything. You know, it's like if I write a good enough song, then this many people will download it or buy it or come see me in concert. And the amazing thing about pop music is, like, you can take it totally out of context and it's still an amazing song.
You really have no boundaries, genre-wise or style-wise, because you kind of went in a lot of directions here.
We just did whatever we wanted for each song, and tried not to think about it too much. So yeah, there is definitely some different vibes happening throughout the record.
Any plans on collaborating a little bit more with other musicians?
If it works, it works. You know, I think cameos for the sake of cameos are a bad idea, and it has to be something that really works, like that's there for a reason.
What can we wish you guys for 2011?
Platinum?
Why not?
I don't know.
Platinum-ish.
Platinum-ish, okay.
SmallSins' new album is now available. We'll see you again next month.